Welcome to Pog or Dog with your host, Just Russ. And joining him tonight for his special Marvel Show podcast, we've got Mertizzle and Izzydon.
And ZMoney. And welcome to the podcast, episode 13. It's going to be a little scuffed because, you know what? Let me just introduce him, ZMoney, aka King Cobra himself. You want to talk about why the podcast is scuffed today, Z?
Time zones are difficult.
Time zones are difficult to figure out, and Zadia was like, I can't show up. Turns out he's actually nothing but free, and here we are. Tizzle, thank you for coming back. This is your second podcast. Welcome again. Welcome. Always a pleasure.
Happy to be back.
Yes, as always. And then Mr. Izzydon himself, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. I'm happy we got Z in here. It's a good, fun podcast.
All right, so I've actually known the three of you a pretty long time. Are we coming up on a 10-year anniversary this year? Or maybe, wait, we already passed 10.
Way more than that.
No,
Yeah.
well, for
I think
me,
it's like 12.
for me, it would be 10 last year, so going on 11 this year. It's been a while. You know, so
Well, the group started in like 2014 though, right?
yeah, I think
Or
more
2013.
more officially we had our
Yeah.
beginning somewhere else, but
Yeah.
yeah. Also, special. Honestly, like here's one of the crazy things is like you guys are like the most qualified to talk about shows. I feel like when I talk about TV shows, I'm out here being like just fucking around, being an imposter, being sus, and then you guys actually like watch so many a ridiculous amount of shows. I feel like I watched like the main stuff. I got my How I Met Your Mother. I got my ATLA. Zaya got me stupid addicted to The Flash for no reason. It's not even a good show.
Awful
Let's
show.
go.
But like when I'm talking about MCU shows, I have watched like the 6-episode ones and stuff, but I actually haven't, or you know, like the ones that have come out within like the last year, I actually haven't watched any of the shows. So if you guys want to do a quick homage to some Daredevil, some Punisher, Agent Carter, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Defenders. I don't know if I missed one, but you guys want to talk about that?
Oh,
I have nothing to
Inhumans.
say. I've never watched it. Inhumans came out as a show? I thought it was canceled.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, there was one season and it was kind of bad. To be
Oh.
I
honest.
watched that one too.
There was
There was
Cloak and
also
Dagger.
the Runaways too, and wasn't there also like some other black and white thing? I forget exactly.
Oh
what it's
yeah,
called.
knife and dagger.
No,
Cloak and dagger.
Cloak and Dagger. That's what it was. Okay, yeah.
Did you say Cloak and
Cloak
Dogger?
and Dogger, I agree.
No
It
way
was
you
Dogger.
said
Honestly,
that.
it was
That was a dog
Dogger.
show.
It was Dogger.
Yeah,
It was
I
Dogger.
would say what was the other one? Runaways. I watched
Well,
like
Runaways was pretty bad.
yeah,
I think,
it was
yeah.
like mid. It was all right the first season, but like it wasn't really that
That's
good.
bad, yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of great.
Yeah, I would say okay. There's like two categories. There's like the Netflix ones, and then there was like the other like extraneous random Marvel ones that they just like sold out to random other like TV show providers.
Yeah.
Of
Mhm.
those, probably Agents of Shield was like by far the best. Like I think Agents of Shield was quite good. It had some seasons which were not great, but overall it was like higher production quality, like generally kind of good and connected to the MCU. I mean, it literally had Agent Coulson as like one of the main characters. So I
And
think
it
it was
was the
pretty
longest
well done.
running.
Yeah.
What was
It
that
was
other
pretty long
one?
running, yeah.
There was another one. I think it starts with an I. It was the kid
Inhumans?
who was born from like the devil or something, and his sister, and they were both like Marvel like detectives kind of thing. It was
What?
on Hulu.
There's I don't know what that one is, but there
Are you
was
talking
also
about Watchmen?
No,
that's
Oh.
too sweet.
I was like, where are you going with that? I've never heard of this show.
But there's also Legion. Legion is a mutant show.
Was Watchmen on Hulu or was it on HBO? Am I crazy?
I think it was
Uh,
on Hulu.
You
I
know
have
what?
to watch it.
Oh,
I
do you
must
remember
not
The
engage.
Gifted?
No.
That's an X-Men show, but X-Men's part of Marvel now, I guess.
Damn, added that to the list, buddy. Yeah,
Oh, it's
but I
called
think of all-
Hellstrom. Hellstrom.
Hellstrom. Well, they just
think
made all these random
Marvel,
shows
yeah.
that no one has ever heard of.
I think
I
Hellstrom.
guess- I guess
I
that's what
don't
they're
know.
doing.
Let me look it up. I'm pretty sure that was. Yeah, it's Marvel. Hellstrom's Marvel.
Interesting. Wait, but okay, let's talk about them. Of the ones that we actually saw, which I
Mhm.
think I didn't really see most of those. I think the ones that I saw were of the like the pure Marvel ones, like the ones not on Netflix. I think Agents of Shield was very interesting. Like I liked how the first season they were actually very connected to the MCU. Like it was literally just post Coulson's death, like how they brought him back. I don't remember exactly a lot of the details, but one of the big kind of interesting things was like one of the guys on the team, I won't tell you who, like ends up being a double agent.
Taza,
And but
just
the whole
just
season,
spoil the goddamn show, man. People who
well,
are
I don't want to
watching.
spoil it. People
Oh,
who might
Isaac
not have
wants to
seen
watch
I
it.
don't know.
There's no.
Oh, fuck
Yeah,
Isaac,
I don't want
dude.
to spoil it.
Whoa, whoa.
I don't want to spoil
Dude,
it because it's
you're
actually
telling
like
me
a big reveal.
you're telling
And
me this
you
man
actually won't
watched
see it
Game of
coming.
Thrones 3 times and he can't find the time to watch Agents of Shield, bro?
Yeah, I gotta rewatch.
Bro,
I
you
gotta
watched
rewatch
Game of
it.
Thrones 3 times?
Yeah, I did.
Oh man.
Fucking clown boy over here, dude.
Oh man. Okay, anyways, the reason that at least season one was extremely good in my opinion was that it was completely focused on the fallout of Captain America 2. Like basically the whole Hydra thing. So I really like that season, especially. After that, they go more into this kind of Inhuman stuff, and then a lot of alien stuff, and then like they have like this whole season where they go forward in time like many years, and then the Earth is just like destroyed as it turns out, supposedly by one of the members of the team. There's a lot of shit that happens. It gets crazy. But I think that in general, like the storylines are relatively well done. Like there's a lot of nuance and a lot of kind of things that actually matter to you, and you start to really care about the characters. And I think they kind of close it out pretty nicely in the final season, which yes, it is finally done. But in general, I would recommend that show at least. I like it. There are some parts that connect to the MCU, but not a ton. For example, one of the seasons that was closer to Infinity War was actually referencing a character that was doing some bad things in the name of kind of protecting the world from Thanos because he knew Thanos was coming. So that was actually kind of interesting. So because it directly connects to kind of the mainline MCU. But in general, they didn't do a lot of those. But yeah, I think very cool, especially if you want to know what happens more to Agent Coulson. And in general, I think it's just a well done show for the most part. Yeah. That's it. My monologue is over.
Cool.
All right, where's the Daredevil soapbox? Just hop on.
Oh, Daredevil.
baby.
Oh,
The best.
I'll let Z take that one.
Oh my god. So Daredevil is just such a great show. It's pretty much this kid who his dad's a boxer. They're living in where in New
Hell's
York?
Kitchen. Hell's Kitchen.
Hell's Kitchen, New York, and he has an accident when he's 13 with like some radiation chemical or something, and it blinds him, but it actually ends up enhancing his other senses so much that it's like he's seeing differently than other people.
He's built different.
So he can like everything he sees, and it shows you what he sees at one point in the season is like on fire. So he literally sees everybody on fire, but like his senses, like his hearing and like everything is so like insane that he can literally just like sit on rooftops and like hear who's in trouble and stuff and like head over there and stuff. And like he's just a normal guy other than that knows like MMA and learned boxing because his dad ended up like dying early on to like crime lords and stuff. And so I think the greatest part of the show is that he's just a normal guy with heightened senses, and so you can see his fatigue, you can see him getting beat to shit, and he's still going, and he still keeps like going on almost near death a couple of times, but it's not like someone who's
that reminds me like of that. Remember that one scene in season one where like it's literally just him and like a hallway of guys, and then just like dukes it out with like all of them. It's not even really a spoiler. Like,
no, that was a great scene
that
because
was
like
insane. Yeah,
it's like you just see the hallway and he just like you see him fighting and like throwing people out, but you don't see what's happening in the rooms. You can just see how tired he gets from each room that he goes through, and he's literally almost falling over from like defeating like I don't know how many guys were there just to save a kid that was tied up.
Yeah, it's like half the show, at least in the first season, he's like almost dead, like after every episode. Then he just recovers.
Well, it's because he doesn't really have a suit for a whole season. He
Yeah.
literally is wearing just a black shirt with like a mask over his face, and he doesn't even have eye holes because you don't need to see his eyes since he's blind. Like it's pretty sick. But then I think like in the second season he gets his uniform, or like makes one that's like actually gonna protect him from other stuff. So that was pretty cool to see.
I think Daredevil's definitely like if you like Batman, you'll probably like Daredevil. He's probably the closest character when it comes to Marvel.
That's not as rich.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's a lawyer, so he's like lawyer midday and crime fighter at night. So sometimes, you know, he does things the Daredevil way, or sometimes he does the legal way.
Wait,
He's fighting crime on both ends.
J-Rays, there's no way you just made that comment. What do you mean? They can still feel things. What do you mean? Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, but the thing is,
Wait,
like,
also,
he tries to do things through the law first, but then if that doesn't work out, he deals it the Daredevil way.
I
That's,
really
his main
like that
thing.
in this show they make it like they show everything, you know? They don't fuck around.
Oh,
like
yeah.
it's not like a normal superhero show where they just have like, oh, we'll just cut to the side when like all the fighting happens or like the blood and the gore. Like, oh my god, like one of those scenes where like Fisk kills a guy by like slamming the door repeatedly on his head
Yeah.
until the head comes off. That one was insane,
Oh, yeah.
man.
The
That
guy
was
who interrupts
insane.
him in dinner.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The villains are amazing too. It's like
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not just Daredevil, but like Fisk is an amazing villain. Like Vincent D'Onofrio is like top tier.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
No
where they
worries.
introduce
Yeah.
Kingpin, right? And then we see him again. in
Oh,
Hawkeye.
and then he was so god awful.
Yeah,
in Hawkeye.
we'll talk
Yeah,
about
get to that
we'll
later.
get
But
there.
no,
We'll
but
get there.
that show, like if you watch that show, that's what I hope all these other darker shows, at least what they're saying, quote unquote darker shows, I expect to be. Cause like I mean like if you think of the other Marvel shows, like there's action, but you don't see any of like the actual like fatigue or any of the, dark stuff. Like really, really dark stuff. And so when you see the really dark stuff in Daredevil, it makes you excited for those other ones that are supposed to be darker. So yeah, at least
Yeah.
that's what I'm thinking.
I feel like with the Netflix shows too, they're more human than some of the newer shows, right? If you think about Loki's a god, and like Hawkeye and Falcon Winter Soldier, they're basically super soldiers themselves. Almost, they're like at the brink. Same with Wanda. So you don't really get to see a lot of like the blood and gore as opposed to something like in the Punisher or Daredevil, where they're just regular people.
Yeah, like and also like Luke Cage when they like literally just jump into Harlem.
Yeah.
Like they just show his entire life. Like that was well
Right.
done too. Like I think they really pushed the storylines well. I
Mhm.
mean, yeah, I think the only one that was terrible was Iron Fist.
Iron
They-
Fist.
Yeah, good
Yeah,
job.
He just
That was-
complained the entire time.
Yeah.
It's just like it's not fun to watch.
Yeah, that was Jessica Jones was also like okay. I don't think it was that great. I think I don't know. I kind of liked it, but I don't feel it was like as top tier as say Daredevil or Punisher. Yeah.
New Marvel show with Isaac. What do you mean?
Oscar Isaac. They're talking about Moon Knight.
Oh,
Oh,
Moon
that's
Knight. Oscar
hype.
Isaac.
Although I don't really know what Moon Knight does. Do you guys know?
Nah, I've
He's
never heard of
a
him.
psychotic person that has multiple personalities, but there's a moon god that I think one of his personalities ends up getting like like superpowers. So like he gets stronger when the moon is full, if that makes sense. So the fuller the moon, the
Oh,
more power he
like
has.
he's
Like
Yeah.
once a month, basically.
But this guy is literally like his head is like shattered into pieces. So he's like kind of dangerous and dark like Daredevil, but also could be very like normal and nice, like I don't know, someone and that's
So-
reasonable.
So he's like
But I
split
feel like
with a werewolf complex.
Yes.
But I feel like
exactly.
because it's on Disney Plus, it's probably not going to be like as hardcore.
Have you seen the
I guess-
trailer?
Oh, I haven't seen the trailer. No.
The
Is it-
trailer.
is it gonna
I mean,
be-
it looks pretty hardcore on the trailer, and
oh
I'm hoping
shit.
it is.
Okay. Then I'm hyped. Then I'm very.
I
Excited.
mean, it doesn't really show like
Yeah.
a gore so far in the trailer, but like
Uh-huh.
it reminds me of the new Batman movie, like where it's like brutal.
Oh, bro,
it's
no
darker.
spoilers. No spoilers.
Wait,
I'm
there's
seeing
no
it
way.
tomorrow.
You said you were gonna
Well,
see it already. You haven't seen
Yeah,
it
you know
yet?
what happened?
Well, I'm
Wait,
not
okay,
trying
let
to
me- let me
spoil
describe
it, but-
what
Okay, no, I
happened.
want to
Let me
hear
describe
this. What happened, Murtaza?
Okay.
Why didn't you
So
watch it?
I set up this giant ass group to go watch Batman last Monday. All right, It was like 10, 15 people. It was all set. We all planned. We all coordinated. We got everything together. It was in Dolby, 7 p.m. You know, it was going to be perfect. We're like, Battinson, let's go. All right. So we show up. The movie's at 7. Show up at 5:30 ish. You know, and we get up to the theater, and because we were gonna have dinner ahead of time, and we just see like it's empty. All right, like it's like a ghost town. There's like nothing there. Like
God.
everything seems to be, and we're just like, what the hell? Like it's kind of strange. Like we didn't go in the theater, just the area around. But we were kind of confused, but we were really hungry, so we just went to go eat. Then when we were about to go back, and some of my other friends, they reached the theater and they actually tried to go inside. And there's a sign saying that there's been a power outage in this entire area and that none of the movies are going to be shown tonight. And we're like, oh shit! Like we literally made this entire plan and it just got dicked by a power outage for no reason too. It was just like a little bit of wind. It wasn't even that bad.
Did you get your money
So
back?
yeah, we got our refunds, but that
Oh.
was still pretty annoying. And then after that, pretty much everything was booked out, so I was only able to get tickets for today.
Yeah, we can't
Or
spoil
tomorrow,
the movie
sorry.
anyway, but if we want to talk about it a little bit, I watched the movie with the friends. I think Isaac was there. Right? Isaac?
Yeah.
Isaac. You were there, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I think I remember seeing you. Anyway, we watched it and then I compared it to like Batman Begins. I don't know. I walked out of that theater thinking I watched like a really good movie. And then I watched Batman Begins yesterday to compare it. And I was like, I don't know. I think Batman Begins might be better.
Batman Begins.
And Batman
I-
Begins isn't
Dark
even a top
Knight,
movie.
sure.
I
Dark
used to
Knight, sure.
I used
don't
to
know
not
about
like Batman Begins. I watched it again. I was like, wait, it's actually kind of solid. Like I actually like the movie more now.
Oh, that whole
Maybe I
trilogy's
just
good.
needed some comparison. I don't know. I think here's the thing, Murtaza. They did the Riddler like different and well, but the way I feel about the movie is it could have just ended like 30 minutes sooner. And a lot of movies are like that recently have been like that. Where I feel
I was
like
kind of confused why it's 3 hours long.
yeah, you got like
That's a lot.
Dune. You got like Dune that just takes forever. You got like all the new movies this like that have been coming out. I just feel like they're going on a little too long.
Wait, Spidey felt just right though. I felt like Spidey was not
It wasn't
too long.
that long though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Spidey wasn't that long though. Yeah, and then
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like it was exactly
Death
like,
on the
right,
Nile
pacing.
was also like kind of long. I don't know. It's just like
That one was just kind of like a movie that just dragged. Yeah.
I
What did you
think-
guys think
I
of
think-
Uncharted? Also, this is kind of
I haven't seen that one
Uncharted?
yet. I haven't seen it yet.
dude, I also kind of felt like Uncharted went a little long. I ain't gonna lie, like
yeah.
it just I don't know.
Uncharted was dog.
I think
Kinda like
Tom
it.
Holland
was-
should not have
yeah.
been casted as Drake, but they just wanted to sell tickets.
Yeah, isn't he supposed to be like taller or something?
It's just like I don't know. He's just a little too boyish for me.
Yeah, he's not a man.
And like you also just
He
look
does.
at him as
you,
like
you really look at him as like Peter
Spider-Man,
Parker, or
yeah.
you just think of him
Yeah,
as like a
that's
kid
it.
because his voice sounds like he's like literally a teenager.
yeah, like they try to
Even though
make
he's
him like
25.
all badass and he's like a thief and it just I don't know. You just don't really connect with it that much.
Yeah,
what I
I
think,
agree. Yeah.
All right. Do you guys want to start getting into the shows of the last year, the meat of the podcast? Now that we have
Now
people.
let's only talk about things that
Wait,
just doesn't know anything
Can we talk about DC?
about.
Dude, I'll be honest. I feel like T or someone. I think Jackie grabbed T's phone and Jackie's just popping off. Anyway, between the 5 shows we're about to talk about, we have WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Loki, What If, and Hawkeye. Those are the 5 shows when we take like MCU shows, Disney Plus. That's what we're talking about. We gave a little homage to the other ones, but these are the shows that we have prepared for the podcast for you today. Out of all those 5, can I just get your initial impressions? Like, what is your favorite show?
You want me to just give my ranking? I'll give you my ranking.
Yeah, you can give a ranking, sure. Real quick.
Okay. I'll go What If, then Loki, then Cap, then Hawkeye, then WandaVision.
What the fuck? There's no way.
I will justify it. I will fucking
Okay,
defend it.
that's
bro.
fine.
Yeah.
What
You
if on
want me to
top?
go right now?
Oh my god,
Yeah.
no.
Hold on. Let's hear everybody's.
Yeah,
split.
Isaac go.
Okay.
Isaac
Yeah.
go.
Okay, Loki, Falcon, What If, Hawkeye, WandaVision.
Yeah, WandaVision at the bottom.
Okay.
Loki was my favorite.
Z go.
I would do Loki, Hawkeye, Falcon, What If, WandaVision.
All right, here's the real list, guys. Wanda Vision
Okay.
number 1. Then Loki. Then Hawkeye. Then Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and What If last. Let's fucking
Dog.
Oh,
What a
dude,
That
that's
is-
fucking good.
That's the worst take
That
I've
was-
ever heard.
Wanda
That
Vision
was
number
cool.
fucking 1. Every day of the week.
WandaVision is
God.
100% dog.
No.
Okay,
Yeah,
also,
no,
Yeah.
I agree, J-Race. We all
No.
know why.
that my
it's number
ordering,
one.
that I gave was with respect to what my personal enjoyment was. I can give you another ordering in terms of what I think was like the most kind of artistic or like best kind of like cinematically, which I think I would change. But I would say in terms of my personal enjoyment, WandaVision was trash tier, and What If top tier. I will explain. What If is actually like a massive bait, all right? Like you think, okay, it's just like some basic shit, all right? Some random like Marvel what if stuff where like, oh, you know, what if Peggy Carter was Cap? Or like, oh, what if Thor was like a party guy instead? But really, there's a whole story behind the whole thing, okay? There's a plan. There's a man with a plan and a canal. Panama. All right? Anyways, so the reason I really liked it was because I think they really did an amazing job with the last 2 episodes. All right, 7 and 8, so fire. All right, come on. Ultron gets all 6 stones, becomes a god, unbeatable. Like you can't top that, man. Like that was too great. No words. No.
That was the best What If, and they saved it.
That
for
was the
last.
best What If. Yeah, I know, but I also like that they bait you with this whole idea that it's just a bunch of random garbage, doesn't make any sense. But then it kind of does at the end. Like there was a reason for everything, and there were some funny moments. And I mean, come on, the Doctor Strange episode, like that one hit. You can't everything. You might be like, okay, you disagree with everything, but the Doctor Strange episode hit.
Dude,
You
I'll
gotta
be
say that.
honest.
You gotta-
I
you
actually
gotta-
didn't like it.
What? Come on.
I'll be honest. Like
Come
I
on.
don't know, man. My problem with What If is like you guys just look at the finale and it saves the whole show and just justify the other episodes. I can't. I
disagree with you.
I have to look at it as a whole. Some of those episodes had like no payoff. You're telling me we really need to see Peggy Carter as Captain Britain or whatever? No. Mm-mm.
Well,
No.
they take
Okay,
all
I
the-
will
Well,
give you that
going
the
off that
show
going off the same theory that you're saying right now, then WandaVision, like I don't understand how you think that's good, because I will say there were some good episodes towards the end that I was really hyped for,
Here's the thing
but
about
most of it was dog.
Here's the thing about
I agree.
WandaVision.
+1.
The whole fucking show, kind of like Loki, you had no idea what was going on. And that's why those 2 shows are really freaking good.
Wait, okay. By that logic, like you can do whatever random crap that you want for the first couple episodes, then just like
No, but
mishmash
when
it
you
all
look
together
back
at
on
the
it, it
end,
all
and then
connects.
be like, oh, you know,
What?
hey, you can say
Yeah,
the
you can
same
say the
thing.
same
about
thing,
What
but
If.
what
No,
if,
but
though?
what
Like,
if
that's
it
literally the
really
whole
doesn't
point of it.
matter.
That is literally the
You
same
could have
point.
regular Steve Rogers or Peggy. Do you need Peggy specifically? The only reason,
Yes,
the only
you
one,
do. Peggy
no,
Carter.
no, because you need Super Strange because he's broken. That one makes sense. All the other what ifs make no sense. Why do they
Bro,
need?
Come on.
Why
Party
do they need?
Thor, Viva Las Vegas, buddy.
Yeah, why do
Come
we
on,
need?
Think about it.
Why do we need Bro Thor instead of the best Thor? Are you telling me he's the best Thor? Like it doesn't make
He
sense.
is. He's
No,
superior.
that's
Alright,
why
why
it
does
doesn't
not
make sense.
It's what if it's alternate realities. It's the whole point of the
Yeah,
show.
but if the Watcher was really trying to save himself from Super Ultron, wouldn't he get like the best Thor? Wouldn't he get the best? Like he did get the best Strange,
because
sure.
because Ultron like demolished those universes theoretically.
Yeah.
right?
How do you know that Ultron didn't just destroy all the other good universes first? Because he probably prioritized them, right? Like in terms of the most powerful ones.
Oh, and
Like, the ones he
and
perceives
the
to be
ones
the
that were
highest
like in the
threat.
last few episodes are the ones he decided to leave.
Fat
Yeah.
Thor.
Yeah, come on.
No,
man.
but-
Thor-
But
Yeah.
you were
No, no,
comparing
no.
you were comparing Loki and WandaVision earlier and saying how you didn't know what was going to happen and that's what made it so
And
good.
they twisted it like they twisted WandaVision twice on you. They
no,
twisted
but
Loki like 3 times on you.
Well, the twists in WandaVision weren't that great. though.
okay.
Like the
The
whole
first-
Agatha.
The first
Wait,
twist
I
that she
actually
was
think- I
No, the
actually
first
think
twist
that
that
the
Wanda
Agatha
was the-
Harkness thing was really stupid.
I do. Too.
No, I don't
was-
think
I
I
didn't
don't
like
think that
that.
was good either. The twist for me was that Wanda was actually the villain. I was like,
You kinda already
whoa.
knew, right?
Not
You already know
really.
what she's capable of. You see it in Ultron, Age of Ultron.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying like the fact that like they have her like like basically mind controlling a whole town. I didn't think they would be brave enough to go with that. That was crazy.
Well, yeah, it ended up being crazy, but for the first 4 episodes of that, you're literally watching a random show that you don't give a shit about
Yeah.
and waiting for one scene for 1 second to give you a little of what's going on. It's not like what it just didn't make sense. It just made
I don't
it
know.
really
I
stupid.
think
I
like
agree.
But
you-
towards the end, they had the whole episodes.
the worst
and then
part
they gave
about
the
it
cliffhangers.
was I will say Agatha not the best. I will say that the reveal wasn't great, and for how OP she's supposed to be as a witch wasn't great either. They didn't write it that well.
Yeah, like I mean, all her point was
and
just, I want to like absorb her power or some shit.
And,
You know?
like,
it was
all-
kind of stupid.
Visions talking to each other was weird, but you know
Wait,
what?
wait, wait, no. Actually,
I thought that was a strong part of the show.
Wait,
I
I
thought that
actually
was
like
too.
that was
Wait.
probably one of my favorite scenes.
What are we?
No, because think
what
about
are we
it. Think about
talking
it.
about here, man?
Vision is super intelligence, all right? Like, if two visions are fighting each other, they're not going to beat each other through force. Come on, man.
They're just
They
talking
have the
about
exact same
goddamn
power.
boats, and if they're the same boat,
All I gotta say is
Clearly-
the first
Wait, you
one.
clearly missed the entire philosophical
no, I
point
get
of
the
that
point.
No,
I'm
but-
just saying it was so
You completely
anticlimactic and boring.
But
that
the
was
first,
No,
boring.
that was
the
the
first
only
5
way
episodes.
Vision would beat himself.
Yeah.
The first
Sorry, Z, what were you
one,
saying?
the first 4 to 5 episodes, the only thing I was looking at was Wanda, because just like Justin,
That's
the
disgusting.
actress is-
Who would do
but-
that?
Oh.
But if I really wanted to watch very very beautiful girls, I would go on Pornhub, and we
Oh,
don't need
Oh
that.
my god!
We don't need that, guys.
There's
Come on.
no way. What? I squeezed the podcast to get him in here for that, guys. Anyway, no,
What?
I'll just say, we can go through each show like pretty soon, like story by story. I mean, we could just start going through the WandaVision stuff. The first question is like, do you like the era changes in the story of WandaVision? I actually did. I like that, like, it was kind of like an homage to like TV as a whole. They had like the episode from the 50s, from the 60s, the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s. I think like having like those different eras and seeing how like she's trying to like keep everything together is kind of wild. Now, the thing that was weird is like sometimes you'll just have like a random moment where like a beekeeper shows up in the middle of the TV show and you're like, what the hell? Like out of the sewers. And then Wanda like freaks out and like sends it back. And then it like connects later. I didn't really like that as much. Like the kind of like hints to like something's being broken. I don't know. I feel like they could have done it better, but like the fact that the show eases you into something a little different than what we wanted or what we expected, I thought it was good. I thought like they nailed what they wanted to nail. They missed on some of the things, but overall I thought it was a pretty good show. Like I was definitely interested from beginning to end. And the payoff
I think I was
decent.
not interested for the first 3 episodes. The first 3 episodes just literally were like so fucking boring. I swear to God. Like I understand the artsiness and I appreciated that part, like especially some of the later ones, because I was like, okay, this is actually kind of reminiscent of my childhood. But I could really care less about the first 3 episodes. Like there was no point to them. And there really wasn't, even in the grand scheme of things. It was just to show their fake world. But like 3 episodes was too much. Way too much. They could have just cut like after like the first episode or something and like switched, to the actual story. The other thing I think is that if they made Agatha actually like a good villain, I think they could have redeemed this show. Like it would have brought everything full circle. But the third thing I will say, which I think was the part that also kind of pissed me off about this show, was that it seemed like the whole motivation for Wanda's like entire like creating of this like town where she controls everybody was just her like insane love for Vision. But it felt like they were exposing that only after she did everything, Like it was like there was no motivation for any of this like prior to this show, right? Like if you'd seen them in any of the other previous movies, they like shared a couple gazes at each other lovingly, or like in Infinity War, she was like, "Oh no, Vision," but like that was pretty much it, Like it didn't feel like they were so powerfully in love, Like in Civil War, they had some vibes, and that was about it. And like after all of that, she literally just controls an entire town because he died. Like it felt like it was a little bit much.
I think they talk about that in the show. It's like she's seen her parents die to war. She saw her brother, who was the only person she had, die. Vision was the only person with her, like when the world turned on her because of what she did in at the beginning of Civil War. like how she blew up the building. And like Vision was the only thing she had really, and then she has to not only did she have to kill him, it was all for nothing. It gets time reversed and he dies again. So she lives through it twice. She's broken.
Yeah,
dude.
but I know. No,
But, like,
I get that. But
and
I
that
feel
and
like
you're dealing with like the
supposed to assume all
aftershocks
that,
of all
right?
that.
Time for euphoria.
I feel like though I agree with Martaza with like the first 3 episodes, none of that is explored. So what's the point of it? It's all in the middle section and the ending that you get to see.
Oh, also
What's starring
the Pietro
Wanda.
like thing that was kind of stupid because they just brought him in for like no reason. Like it was a nod at the whole X-Men thing, and like maybe they were canonizing them, but then like they didn't do anything with it, and it turns out he was just some random guy.
All right.
Like that was that.
Yeah, I don't even
not
remember that
fun.
part.
It's clear you guys
Wait,
want to
you
keep
forgot
being
that
wrong
part?
about
Damn.
this.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Anyway,
see, that's how forgettable. and,
let's
like, boring
move
it
on
was.
to the second show within the last year, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Did you like the addition of new Captain America?
It's Patriot, right?
I
Or what
think
is
they
it?
just called him Captain America,
They
right?
call him Cap.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
he's just new Cap.
Wait, which guy? Like the guy who replaces him, like the
Yeah, John or whatever his
John.
name is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John Walker? John Walker,
Yeah,
right?
John
Yeah.
Walker.
I thought it was
Wait.
interesting to see because especially when he fucking beats a guy's head in with the shield and there's
Oh,
blood
yeah.
dripping off it.
Yeah.
Like that was a powerful scene. I was like, oh, like they're just wow, definitely can't be Captain America.
Yeah, I think that show was in some parts it was well done, some parts it was flawed. I think like that part, I think New Cap, great, amazing. I think it was well done, and it was interesting because you kind of see a slow descent. Like at first he's kind of this, oh wow, this guy just seems like the perfect replacement for Captain America. I mean, he's like looks like roughly like the same type of person, so maybe he'd be a perfect fit. But then you kind of see his darker side slowly over time, and then yeah, it culminates with what Z just talked about. But I think, yeah, so that part I really liked. I also did like how they kind of eventually grew out this the Falcon into this own character where he's like both Falcon and Captain America. That was kind of cool. Like his ending scene where he had like the wings and the shield, that was very cool. But I feel like their villain was kind of lacking, right? Like the girl, I don't know. Like it was just the Flag Smashers, the whole movement. Like
They tried to make it like you can sympathize with her, and then
yeah, I mean, I get the motivation.
especially with
Motivation was actually kind of unique. Yeah.
yeah, but with Falcon, you're just like, oh, you're bad, and he's like, oh, actually, you're not that bad. So then,
Mhm.
I don't know. There's too many
No, and
antagonists.
it was
and
an
they didn't-
interesting motivation. I
Yeah.
think that I like the motivation. I feel like the villain was just not appealing. Like the
No.
like she just wasn't scary or like kind of a dynamic villain. But I think the motivation of the movement was very cool and interesting. I like how they keep revisiting this theme of like, okay, Thanos deleted half the people and then they brought them back. But now what are the consequences? Like, I feel like this show really explores that. Like, what is actually happening in the world? So this is like a very good world building show in that sense, right? Like it kind of makes you understand that there are actual real world consequences to whatever just happened in the last couple of movies. Like I think Civil War also does that when they're like, "Oh, you guys just destroyed Sokovia with this whole fight with Ultron. Like, what's the consequence of that?" Which was the whole Sokovia Accords thing. And here it was that okay, there's this new movement of people that are kind of angry that these borders have become reinstated and that they're just being kicked out of their homes because all the people that used to be there are coming back now. So it's actually like a really complicated movement where you have to actually think about who you sympathize. And I mean, I thought that was interesting, but yeah, the downside was definitely that like the Flag Smasher movement didn't have like great characters.
They had a lot
That
of
was-
really interesting themes in that show, but they
Mhm.
couldn't expand on all of them correctly.
Also,
in
Sharon
one
Carter being the
episode.
power broker, that was interesting.
That was cool. I really liked that.
Yeah.
That I did not see coming.
I personally didn't really like Falcon becoming Captain America without super serum.
Oh yeah, I was hoping
Because
that he was gonna get the super.
I mean,
yeah.
I wanted him to get the super serum because there's no way you can throw a shield just like Captain America without the super serum. There's just
Yeah,
no
but
way.
he does. You see it.
But
so it's
he-
really just
but-
a shield.
Exactly, but that makes no sense. Like, okay,
Yeah, it was, like,
maybe
weird, like,
maybe
they
with
were,
his
like-
jetpack though, like you could use the force of the jetpack or something. But like he was doing it off of trees by himself in just a normal shirt. Like
Yeah.
that is such cap. Like that you can't literally cap.
Yeah, I
Captain Cap
agree.
right there, bro.
That is, he's the ultimate Cap. You know, he's literally Cap. I mean, he's literally Cap now.
I'd rather have that old Captain America, the old super soldier. You know what I'm saying? The really old super soldier that was like, I hate America.
Dude, I'll be honest.
That guy?
I
Yeah.
thought this show, I rated it 4th, as in second last. I thought this show was just like way too political from beginning to end. I just didn't like any of it, to be honest. I don't know. Maybe it was just like they were just forcing like too much political agenda down my throat, and I was just like, I just want to enjoy the characters, man. Like the fact.
I mean, I think the thing is that these shows are like hyper realist, right? Like that's their whole point. But I think they
Yeah.
went a little bit too far with
they
like
went
real
too
world
far,
realist.
dude. Like you
Yeah.
have, like there was just I like what they went with, like Falcon being like the black Captain America. Like that was fine, but then you like get pulled in another direction because they want to show like the like white soldier who thinks he's like making a difference, but really like John Walker isn't like what America should be, you know? Like he thinks he's like doing what America wants and what America like what the world needs, but he's killing people. And it's just like there's just too much. And then they have like the flag smashers, like more political agenda. It's just too much.
But the flag
man.
smashers was well done though. I feel like that part was actually good because it was world building. I think the other stuff was a little bit too much.
It was a little. It's just too like I was getting pulled into too much political agenda. Everything like I just maybe just give me a few more action scenes and I'll be settled. I don't know. There's just this is too much. I don't know how to say it.
Also, I feel like what did you guys think of the whole the Bucky and
the
and
old
Falcon,
Japanese
like,
dude?
bromance?
Oh, the old guy? Yeah.
No. I meant their
Oh.
bromance. Like,
Oh,
what did you
I
guys
don't-
think of that?
I thought it
Like,
was
did they
better.
vibe or no?
I thought it was better in other movies. Like I thought they were really
Yeah.
good in Civil War. But
Wait,
like
what's the question? I'm confused.
their bromance.
Oh, what did you think of the bromance?
Oh.
Yeah,
I mean,
between like
they
Falcon
didn't-
and Winter Soldier.
They
Like a-
they didn't like each other at first, right? So, and then
Yeah. But then they
I
kind of
thought they were going to
build into
explore
it.
it more, how they become friends. I didn't really feel like they did that enough in this show. Maybe if we get more seasons, it'll be better. It was okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like there was just so much, and then you also have like the extra scenes of like Bucky being friends with like the dad of someone he killed, Sam. And,
Oh,
like,
that I was like, that
Sam and
was
his
so random.
Sam and his crawfish
Yeah.
boat, and I was
Oh
just
yeah,
like,
his boat.
I was like, what is like this? Is so much is happening right now, like. From episode to episode, I'm like, and then on
Yeah.
top of that, it's like extremely like politicized.
That's what I'm saying. There was a lot of.
It was
themes
kind of
they
nuts
could've
that it was like
explored.
only 6 episodes, though, right? Like, how
That's
did they
what I'm
cram
saying.
that
It's too
much?
short.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like the finale was just like him like speaking to the media, and like somehow this one speech like changed everything. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like I'm not an idealist anymore. I wish I could be like more, I guess what is it, politically positive, but I just was like there's no way a black Captain America talking to the media is like gonna be like, man, we really should all change our minds, guys, after he just like freaking arrested like hella people in a skyscraper. I was like, wait, what is happening? Like, it was just too much. I don't know. It was very unbelievable to me for a lot of it. And like there was parts.
Literally, Cap. I agree with T.
I think there was a good scene where like they went to like that old super soldier's like house, and he's like, you know, he's just like, fuck this, like I don't want to like be a part of being a super soldier, they used me. And I thought that was actually like a really good, like I don't know, like you kind of showed like a lot of character there. And then like they kind of just walk away, like there was nothing else beyond that other than like,
Yeah,
oh,
but it stuck with him in the end. That's why he had that whole speech.
well, yeah, but I don't know, man. There's just
I
too
don't know.
much.
Again, there was 6 episodes. What were they supposed to do with it?
I just think don't make like 36 episodes of content in 6 episodes. They could have just like shaved it down. There was a lot going on, way more than they could have controlled in 6 episodes.
Yeah, it was still better than WandaVision.
Yeah,
No,
like,
And
yeah.
Hawkeye.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
The amount of
WandaVision
episodes
was the
that were-
perfect amount of episodes.
Hawkeye, what fucking WandaVision? How many episodes did WandaVision have?
9?
It probably only needed like 3.
That's what I'm saying.
Wait, yeah,
It was
honestly.
awful.
Wait, they could have just deleted half the show, like 2/3 of the
Literally.
show. Just had like the last 3 episodes.
Wait,
Like,
why do you
yeah.
think he can't throw a Captain America's shield without the super soldier serum? His vibranium's
I
a
don't
third
say
of
that
the
he
weight.
can't throw it, but he can't throw it the same way.
You
There's
can't throw
no
it as
way.
hard, right?
Yeah.
Like Cap throws it so hard it like bounces off like a ton of things and then it comes back, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
And he
No, and
basically just
also
did the same
like I think if you're gonna be Captain America, you have to be able to withstand like major impacts on the shield as well.
Yeah.
Like he literally like blocks like missiles and shit with his
Yeah, and Thor's hammer. Remember first
yeah,
Avengers?
and Thor's
Yeah.
hammer. Like if Falcon tried to do that, his arm would just like
Like what
fall
is
off,
Falcon
like-
just gonna fly up, have a gun in the hand, throw his fucking shield down, and keep having it bounce up to him, or like?
Oh, that's
Like-
the other thing, right? Cap shouldn't have a gun. I feel like that seems wrong, right?
Well,
like the whole
I've
idea was
seen
that
it-
he's
no,
like a
he
man who
used
fights
to.
with his
He
fist.
used to.
Well,
back
yeah, but
in
once he got
the
his
first-
powers,
No,
Oh,
back
he
in the
still had
first.
them.
In the,
yeah, but then he drops it. I think because then he was a soldier, so he had to kill. But Cap
Yeah.
in general doesn't kill, right? That's
Yeah.
the whole idea. And I feel like if you have a gun, like chances are you're gonna kill somebody. It's pretty hard not to kill somebody with a gun. Like, I went in the heat of a fight. Like, it's kind of hard to just be like, oh, I'll just kneecap him or something, you know? Like,
Yeah, I
that-
see that transition. He goes from I don't think that he doesn't kill anymore because he does kill like
well, okay,
you know the
he
aliens from
kills,
the.
but like, cause he's too strong, you know? Like, he punches people like
What do you
super
mean
hard
to?
or something. But like, yeah.
But he does evolve
Yeah.
from using a gun and the shield to just the shield and his like
His
kung
fist.
fu.
Yeah.
Do you think
But
Sam
like, but
can be a good Captain America? Like just going forward? I don't think so,
No.
man. I feel like he has too much sidekick energy. I just like the way they
he
looked
does-
up
he
to
does
Steve.
have a lot of-
The way they looked up to Steve Rogers is not how they're gonna look to. They're not gonna be like he's gonna be like in the middle of them. He's like Avengers assemble. Like no
Yeah.
one's gonna be like fuck
He's-
you.
He's a different character. You
Yeah.
can't.
No,
Just-
I think
just
I
let-
think he's not going to be the new leader, right? It's going to be
No.
Doctor Strange.
It's gonna be
now.
strange.
Yeah,
Really?
Strange
I
is
don't
like
know- I don't
they
know why
even
they
said
keep-
like Strange is going to be the anchor of the new like MCU now.
I don't know why they keep trying to like bring back dead characters. They should just let Cap die. You know what I mean? And then have Falcon be his own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. He probably won't. Wait, is he actually calling himself Captain America now?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
That's the point.
I mean, the only thing I would say is maybe Winter Soldier can pick up the mantle because he's also a super soldier with a
But he's
metal
no, but
arm.
no one
You already
likes
gave that up.
him because he.
Yeah, but he's not likable either. He's
Yeah,
kind
he's
of
not
just
likable.
See, that's what makes sense too. But like, I'd say just having the serum and then having your metal arm, that'd be badass. Like,
Yeah, I feel like he would be a better Captain America because he has more strength with that arm.
but he
Yeah,
can't
I feel like he needs
represent
the arm
America.
But he's not the type of person to be Captain.
Yeah,
Yeah, so him,
Does he-
it's not a personality fit.
yeah,
Yeah.
I get that.
All right,
Hawkeye should be the leader. He is the strongest. Agreed.
third show. Two of you guys said this was your favorite. This is my second favorite, Loki.
Loki, baby.
Dude,
Same, my second favorite too.
the TVA, the variants, like everything.
Owen Wilson. Best
They had
character.
so much
Mhm,
world
yeah.
building in one show. It was actually fantastic. Like a lot more of the MCU than you usually see. Like the acting of Tom Hiddleston as Loki throughout the show was fire.
Was Loki
Yeah,
was
was
Loki
Loki.
amazing?
Just like WandaVision, Elizabeth
Whatever.
Olsen.
But I think
great
I think the
acting.
funniest part is that he falls for himself. That's the best part. It's so poetic.
Yeah.
He's so like
narcissistic.
narcissistic.
That is
yeah,
so
exactly.
sick. That was
Yeah.
so
They
sick.
keep to his character and you still make him likable. You know.
And I like how they.
I really
I
enjoyed
think
that.
also the other thing that was really nice was the teasing of Kang the Conqueror, like, but very like subtly. Like I like that. I
Yo,
think
so
that's very
technically,
interesting.
would that be incest?
No,
No.
Asexual? So sexual?
no.
Well, technically they're from different. They're different timelines or something, right? I don't know. I
But
feel like the part
they're
they didn't
still the same
explain
person.
well, which didn't make any sense, was that like how do creating variants make them into different like physical beings? That makes no sense. Like if they're just variants, like where they just breached off the timeline by doing something else, then
Mhm.
shouldn't they still look the same? Like it doesn't make any sense why they certainly turn
Well,
into
no,
like
it's
It's
lizards.
different
or
dimension.
something.
That's what they explored it
Yeah.
in What If too. It's just different.
Well,
Well,
no.
the-
But
the
this was not
variant-
the different dimension. This
The
was like
variant was that
different
they like
timeline.
I don't know, like
Oh yeah, I guess you're right.
I think they also rewind it back the TVA if like there's
There could
something
be a
weird
variant.
No.
happens.
See,
Gene
this is
pool.
how they describe the variant. Okay, normal timeline, right up until a moment where something different happens, then it branches. So if it was normal timeline up until then, Loki must have been a guy. Then suddenly just turned into a woman as soon as he
No,
or
I-
she did
No,
whatever
but
they
what
did.
if-
right?
what
It
if
doesn't
it
make
was
any
I
a
sense.
think they
different
are
type
supposed to
born?
be different dimensions though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I don't
because
think
when
they
they're
explained
born,
that.
there's
I
a
don't-
difference from
Parallel
when they're born.
dimensions.
No. But I think the whole point was that this was not the multiverse. This was still the same verse
No,
until
but
They're,
I
they're
think
keeping
that-
the
branching point.
multiverse in check
Murtaza,
was the
I
whole
think the
thing.
different decision is deciding to have a kid sooner, later, one day early, one day late. So
no,
then
no,
they
no. It
reset
was like no, because for her thing was that she said it. There was something she did different. Remember? Like, what was it? What did she say? Like,
Probably from another variant that's similar to her, but each variant does multiple, like a whole series of different things.
well, I think there's one thing that like kind of branched off, right? Like that's what causes the kind of like splitting of the timeline.
Yeah.
I think it was
Also,
interesting.
I don't know. I feel like one thing that I didn't like was that Loki just seems to keep coming back, even though in this case he actually had an amazing death, like that you actually felt. And then
Technically,
Thanos
it's a
literally
different
says,
Loki.
"Yes, of course, okay," but then that kind of like it kills the whole like. Okay, then they could just bring back Tony Stark as
Hey,
Iron Man
you
with
want
literally Robert Downey.
you want to talk about
I
the
mean,
Flash?
supposedly Tom Cruise. Oh my god, I'm triggered. Yeah,
you want to talk
literally
about
Tom
the
Hiddleston
Flash?
just-
All's wells is end wells. Yeah, all wells, more wells. HR
Oh,
wells.
man. Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Oh, the French wells, the
Yes,
oh my
all the
god,
wells.
the Explorer wells.
The dumb
But
wells.
that's what I'm saying
Yeah.
is they can't keep characters dead because it makes them too much money.
I don't like that. That's the one problem with the multiverse is that if you keep bringing back the same character, then it just kind of cheapens the whole.
Well, now that they've established that you could change like the gender and like what they do with
They should
different
just make a
variants,
different version,
they're just
right?
gonna
Yeah.
have it. They're just gonna bring back different versions. Like I'm pretty sure the next Iron Man is gonna be a variant, but it's not gonna be.
I've
Robert Downey Jr.
heard rumors that Tom Cruise is supposed to be.
Okay.
He's gonna be in
Sorry.
Multiverse of Madness, but I don't think he's
That's
gonna
kind
be
of
like.
hype. That's gonna be low key kind of hype.
He's gonna be the
He's gonna be
asshole
Loki
version
hype.
though, like the
Yeah,
super
maybe.
asshole version of Iron Man.
The one that never gives away his weapons company.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could see that. I could see that. But anyways, as I was saying though, I feel like Loki in the original timeline just had a great arc, you know? Like starts off as this bad guy who wants to take over Earth, slowly kind of becomes like actually Thor's brother, you know, they actually kind of like each other. And then he sacrifices himself for Thor. And that scene was actually brutal when Thanos kills him. And then he even says it. He's like, "No resurrections this time." And literally the next movie they bring him back. All right, come on. Like, come on. I don't know. Loki was a great show, but I feel like after his death, that was just, I don't know, not good writing in my opinion. Like either they shouldn't have killed him off and then branched the variant, or like some other thing. But I kind of disliked the fact that they killed him off so amazingly and then brought him back, even though the show was.
That was also still on one point in time though. Like
yeah, I agree. It all makes sense or whatever. I'm just talking like emotionally, it kind of cheapens the value of his death, right?
Yeah. But I think Loki was the best pick for a show like this to bring in the.
Agreed.
The
it wouldn't have made sense for anyone else. Yeah. But
So
now with
like-
variants and the multiverse, it's kind of getting very complicated, right? Like, I feel like now anything is
anything
possible.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't mind them killing off Black Widow, Loki, fucking Iron Man, Well, they didn't kill off Captain America, but you know what? They wrote him out.
They effectively killed
They
him
did
off, yeah.
so much like removal that, like, but the problem is, I feel like the next generation isn't that interesting, and even I think Spider-Man's contract is over too. So it's like if they don't
It's just
re-sign,
strange. It's
yeah,
literally
if they
strange.
don't
That's it.
re-sign Spider-Man, like I feel like the future of the Marvel universe as a whole is not going to be as good.
Oh yeah, and Black Panther is kind of gone now too, right? Unless they bring
They're
back
gonna-
somebody else.
yeah,
but it's not gonna
I
be
think
like,
that's what
it's not
the
going to be the same.
multiverse of
good.
madness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Chadwick Boseman's family gave permission to recast, so we'll see what happens.
You know,
No,
I kind of I've heard a couple people say that, and I kind of maybe agree with this. It would be kind of cool if Michael B. Jordan.
Well,
I
yeah,
I said
that's
that.
what they were
I
saying.
said that. Yeah.
No, they said they were. I feel like there's rumors that he might do that, but it comes after the multiverse of madness because it's going to be a
Mhm.
different variant of Black Panther where he is Black.
Oh, what if it's the one from What If? That would be
From
kinda
What- well, yeah, that's
Although
what I
that
was
one
thinking.
got yeah. Okay,
Uh,
Shang-Chi was really good, but he's just nowhere near the power level of these other guys.
No, it's not even
Right?
No,
that.
with
It's
the rings.
it's just
Even
what's
with the rings, I
it's
think,
just his
yeah.
dynamic with the other heroes. We just have to see.
He
it.
also doesn't have the same level of charisma. Like I feel like Tony, Cap, like
yeah,
Hulk,
they're
Thor,
just
like
such good characters because they're
just so
archetypal
iconic.
characters. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're archetypal.
yeah, yeah.
It's hard when you have like someone who's more middle of the road. It isn't like a hard pillar in one direction.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
they had this amazing dynamic, right? Where Thor just literally does not give a fuck about anything. Then Cap is kind of the center, the guy who keeps a cool head and like tries to lead everybody and is like a moral center. And then there's Tony who's kind of just doing his own thing, but like he's like a super genius and like he's thinking on a completely different like type of level. So I feel like they have this very interesting dynamic and they all kind of interact with each other. I don't really see that here, right? Like it's basically just Strange who's gonna boss everyone around because he's just way smarter than everyone else. And he's also way more powerful.
And
like literally no one's on Strange's level right now. Except maybe Wanda. But Wanda's not the leadership type, really. Like she's just more like, oh, I'm just gonna like destroy everything type or
I feel like Spider-Man's gonna be on that level after like another movie or two.
That would be like a much older Spider-Man. Like it would not be this Spider-Man.
But he's pretty. I think because he's pretty smart and powerful. He kind of reminds me of an Iron Man, but hopefully without the suit. Because I think the suit kind of just diminishes Spider-Man as the character. Like
okay, but Iron Spidey is so cool though. Iron Spidey.
I will say it's cool, but like, I don't know, like electric.
No,
webs,
I see your point.
Like, you get what I'm saying? So I'm glad that he kind of went back and reverted just for a little bit while he's like, building his normal skills up before, coming up with like web grenades or something like that, or like different suits, because he obviously comes up with different suits.
Yeah.
And
but like he's not dependent on Tony now.
Exactly.
Right.
He's his own man. Yeah.
Yep.
So obviously Captain Marvel is going to be the leader of the MCU.
Oh God.
Well, she's technically the strongest out of all of them, right?
I think Strange would win.
Okay, but what's Strange? That's what I'm interested.
No, I think even the main line Strange. I think he's very powerful. He's just they don't show up like the depths of his power.
But he's still learning.
Scarlet Witch is Scarlet Witch is.
Oh, okay, not Scarlet. Well, Scarlet Witch is the most powerful now. Yes,
I feel like Strange has the potential to be the most powerful, but he isn't there yet as a character.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Fine. Yeah. I mean, he definitely hasn't reached his full kind of like potential. Maybe like the other Strange, the Dark Strange.
Oh, it's gonna help him.
Yeah.
Like,
all right. What if you guys want to talk about this stupid
show?
Hold
on. We didn't even talk about Kang.
Kang the Conqueror, man. Wait, do you guys think?
I feel like
girl Loki's hot, by the way.
The reason why I like Loki so much,
I'm obsessed. What?
The reason why I like Loki so much is because it actually has a huge impact on the future of the MCU.
That's
like
fair.
the other shows are kind of like their own separate.
Wanda Vision had a huge one too.
Whatever, not even.
Dude, she became the Scarlet Witch, man. She has arrived. She was just an apprentice, and now she's a master.
But it doesn't. The scale of what happens in Loki, like, destroys anything else that happens in any of the other shows.
Okay, here's a question: do you think Kang is going to be the next Avengers villain, or like the greater, like Thanos level?
He's gonna be the Thanos level. I feel like.
Okay, not Galactus.
No, I don't.
I think Galactus is too boring to write.
I agree. I hope they don't do Galactus because I feel like Galactus is not going to be a good villain.
Yeah, like he walks up to a planet, destroys it, eats it, and then walks away.
He's just kind of like a force of nature. He's just a force of nature. He doesn't really have
isn't
like a motive.
that Aloth or whatever the thing in Loki basically like Galactus in a sense because it just destroys all matter.
Yeah, but he's the creature that keeps Kang the Conqueror at bay.
Sure.
So now that he's gone, I think that's another thing. Now that he's gone, Kang is going to be able to spread.
I hope they do Kang as well as they did Thanos. Like Thanos was a great villain.
Yeah.
Let's just be honest.
I feel like after Kang the Conqueror, though, I think they're probably gonna do like Doom.
Yeah,
Doom would be a good one.
Oh, Doom is a great villain. Doom is gonna be Doom is a great villain.
Because they're not gonna do Doom without the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
So that's why I think it's gonna be later down the line. And
so you know be funny if Chris Evans comes back as a Fantastic Four like Human Torch variant.
Yeah, Human Torch. That'd be so funny.
Oh my god, I would love that. That'd be great.
And like Peter Parker's like Steve or something like Ella Troll.
It's like, who's Steve? I'm Johnny.
All right. Can we talk about what if now? Is it too?
All right.
Okay.
I guess.
All right.
Yeah.
Just talk about your goddamn Strange episode. Just circle jerk each other. Go ahead.
All right. Okay, definitely like the Strange episode tugs at your heartstrings. All right, man. Come on. He repeatedly sees his like love of his life die. he tries to save her, but every single time, no matter what he does, he doesn't have the power to save her. How do you not feel that, man? Come on.
You know, sad.
That was
It also
that
shows
was
you the
actually so
potential
depressing.
of what Strange can be. You
Oh
know,
yeah, like if he's good or if he's bad,
Right,
and like
exactly.
how raw.
he can easily be
he
like
has.
one of the strongest villains. Like in
Just
the
move on.
Just move
I
on.
agree, Z.
Let's
Thank
move
you.
on. Boo. Boo.
Find another variant.
Oh my god.
Okay, hold on. Okay, you're gonna be like, all I'm gonna say is, you're gonna disqualify Wanda and fucking Vision's love because we didn't see that much of it. But then you're also gonna be like, oh, yeah, totally Doctor Strange and Rachel McAdams clearly have like some amazing love when most of the time they're just freaking coworkers.
That was the point. They exposed the love in the actions that he was doing. Like I feel like the way he did it, it was just immaculate. Like for animated, like I was blown away with like how much they try to make you feel in just that one episode.
Yeah.
Even it's like 30 minutes long and insane how much they can get through. But anyways, I don't think that was the best part of What If. Like the best part of What If was definitely Ultron. Come on.
That was amazing.
That was just nuts. Like I did not see that coming.
The only thing I thought was kind of like bad was how he got the stones. Just Thanos coming out of nowhere. He's like, interesting.
Oh, that was
a half. Like that was dumb.
Wait, but it makes sense. But it also makes sense, right? Like he would have much faster reaction time, like logically speaking.
Does it? He's got the stones. Yeah. Like I feel like Thanos at that point.
It doesn't matter. Thanos would just not have the ability to react, right? Like fast enough.
I guess
he still has to defend himself.
It was just like I would have preferred to see like a fight. That would have been cool.
Agreed. Agreed. It would have been nicer to see a fight, but I like the fact that they kind of actually went through like, what if Ultron actually won? What would he do?
Right.
And like just how far he would go.
That is the point about What If. They would just speed run everything because they're trying to fit it in 30 minutes.
It's an animation, bro.
Dude, like, but that's the point. Is like, oh, slice your hand. Oh, do this. Oh, yeah. Everything was just so fast, dude. The zombie episode.
But yet they still had great episodes. Come on.
I don't know.
Still better than having like the first 3 episodes be pointless. Like Wanda.
The zombie one was pretty interesting.
They were all cool. They were all interesting.
They were all cool.
Like,
and they actually were relevant towards the end.
Yeah,
like,
yes, exactly.
I thought all the What If ones were just interesting to me. I didn't really
even the weakest episode, which I think was the Thor one, was still entertaining.
Wait, really? I thought the Peggy Carter was the weakest.
That's what I was gonna say. Peggy Carter.
Peggy Carter.
They both.
I just didn't. That one was kind of just
maybe it was just because it was like the first episode. I was just like hyped for it, you know.
Yeah. I think they hyped it, but I think that was not the right one to start with. Maybe. Yeah, but I think it was more just like a curiosity thing, you know. Like you've been in this universe for so long, like just trying out other random things and just like rolling it out, seeing what happens. I think it was kind of cool. Like just how things go differently based on who was the person that it was affecting.
A lot of people were looking forward to it because they bring in all these cool, like sideline storylines of the comics from the comics.
Yeah.
You know, it's like how do you introduce that kind of stuff to the MCU?
Yeah, I feel like with animation you can go a lot crazier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you know, like you do all sorts of stuff. So
because imagine like the budget they would have needed for the show if it wasn't animated.
No,
just to get like. To keep the theme
most expensive of all time. Yeah.
What was your favorite character from the show?
From What If?
I think Strange, definitely.
T'Challa Lord.
Oh, T'Challa Lord is
T'Challa Lord. Yeah.
Interesting.
I also like Michael B. Jordan too. Like his.
I liked the Wasp. And the zombie episode where she saved everybody but became like a big zombie. Just...
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that was just like damn. After all that,
I thought Strange and Ultron were the best characters.
Ultron too, yeah. I think.
It also what I will say is it saved Ultron from being a one-off villain to actually like realizing how like much of a threat he really was.
Yeah, he's really dangerous.
Because I feel like they did waste Ultron in like a sequel, forgettable Avengers movie.
Yeah.
That is true.
That is true. Agreed.
What was I don't know. This was my argument. I just feel like the finale, and I know you guys probably agree to a point, is like if the finale didn't tie everything together, the show is pointless.
Sure. Yes,
Yeah.
I think I wouldn't have liked it so much if they hadn't had the whole Ultron thing and the whole like bringing back everybody.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't have been as good.
Did
Agreed.
you like
But
the
I think that
Watcher
was
as a whole?
I like the Watcher. It's interesting.
I actually thought he was really interesting. I put him as my second favorite
Yeah.
character after T'Challa Lord.
Wait, but all he does is literally just watch. It's like, he
Yeah,
does
but,
No,
nothing.
but like he's so
I am a
badass at
watcher.
watching. I don't know.
They don't get.
So
They don't
badass
really
at watching.
explore. they
Is
don't
that
really
because you
explore,
like
the
watching
side.
people, Justin? Are you
No,
a people
like,
watcher?
he'll just
He's
be
a
like,
watcher.
he's
I
like,
must not intervene.
I must not intervene. Like he just like.
I am
he'll
the
just-
watcher.
I just love how like at the end of an episode when things look like horrible, he's just like looming over like in the clouds,
He's like,
or
yeah,
like,
whatever.
or he like turns to the camera. He's like, yikes.
Bro, that scene where Ultron like notices
Goes
the
to-
Watcher.
Yeah, that was.
Oh
that was
my
crazy.
His
God.
ass.
That's when I was like,
damn.
damn.
He's like, wait a minute. I
And then
see
he like
you.
just goes in and starts attacking him. Damn, that was like hardcore.
Yes. What if
Yeah.
the Watcher intervened?
Oof, oof. That would have been the best episode.
What if?
All right.
Wait, that was literally episode 8, if you think about it.
All right,
Also-
boyos.
Yeah.
Let's
Are we
talk
doing
about
Hawkeye?
Hawkeye.
All right, I got this. Pizza dog,
Best
pizza
character.
dog. Put him in the oven and watch him grow. Pizza dog, pizza dog. Bow, bow, shut your mouth.
There you go.
Fuck Pizza Dog.
There we go.
Don't at me.
There we go. Best character, best
Yeah,
character. in
best
that show.
character.
All right. That was-
If he
that was
isn't
definitely
in-
Best villain.
you know-
He's actually a Sith Lord.
If he isn't in the movie, he's not gonna be
better than
upset.
Darth Jar Jar.
Darth.
He literally has gauntlets on his paws, bro.
You can't be a pizza dog, man. They literally brought him from Donkey's video. All right, like literally.
I know.
There's no way they didn't know that.
I
If
think
there's-
Kingpin was the best villain for sure.
What?
They
Yeah, but he
wasted.
didn't
They
explore
wasted
it.
him in this
They
show.
wasted him.
They
wasted
wasted him in
him.
the show, but I was really glad that they pulled the actor from Daredevil. I hope in the future they don't put him in Hawkeye as a villain because, like, he was just like so PG-13 compared to Daredevil, where you like
Yeah, I
Mikhail
mean,
said
literally-
earlier,
Where
you
he was
smash
slamming
someone's head in
heads,
with a
yeah.
fucking door. Like,
That was the wrong show to put him in, and I think also he just was terribly done in this show, right? Like they put him in, he basically just walks around, and he gets beaten up by this teenage girl who doesn't know what the hell she's doing.
oh yeah,
by
actually, you're
accident.
right?
And then
And
at
then
the end, he supposedly
shot.
gets shot in the face,
Yeah.
right? Like, come on, that's
It was off screen. Off screen.
Off
off
screen.
screen. Yeah, so it probably didn't happen, but like, still, come on, like, really?
Yeah.
And-
For
and-
as much of a
and-
character
and
they
the
build
least-
up.
And the least believable fact was that he was the guy in charge of the stupid as fuck mafia organization called the Tracksuit Mafia. Come on, what a joke! Are you serious? Like,
I
it's
think the
Wilson
point
Fisk.
is
this
that-
guy literally rips guys' heads off of. Fuck, whatever I'm saying. Anyways, he literally smashes a guy's head in with a door, and then he's also in charge of guys who run around with tracksuits. Like, come
he has
on.
multiple. Like,
Yeah, I think the
No,
point
no,
is he
no.
owns like
He's
all the
involved.
mafias
But,
because he's
like,
like he runs
no,
New York.
no. But like, it was just like he would get rid of them because they're literally not fit to survive because of how stupid they are.
I think the fact is there's so many of them. Like I don't know. I'm not gonna
They're
the
just
Tracksuit
numbers,
Mafia
numbers.
whack. Sure. Am I gonna blame
No, okay,
Fisk
so
for
here's
that?
the thing.
No. I'm
Here's the
not.
thing I didn't like about the show. They treated everything like a joke, basically.
Yeah.
All right, the Tracksuit Mafia, basically a joke. Yelena, basically a joke. Like half of her dialogue was just her saying stupid stuff, trying to be funny, but it didn't even hit. Like, come on, it was
Yeah, I
child
thought-
humor.
I was so
Like,
excited
I
to
was
see
just
Elena
cringing.
in the show.
All of the
but
scenes where she would talk,
it
it was
was
just the most cringe humor ever. Like, it wasn't funny. I was just like, can I just fast forward and move on? It was terrible. They did that character so dirty.
yeah,
why?
but she was good in the movie.
Yeah, I know
And
she
they
was so
just
good in the
completely
movie.
destroyed
She
her
was just
character.
they destroyed her character in this movie or in this show.
Mhm.
Like I hated that. I think that's the part that really killed Hawkeye for me.
Yeah.
Was just like
Yeah.
the dumb humor that would just went too far.
And the antagonists were just awful.
Yeah,
I didn't think Echo was that interesting either.
yeah.
Echo is
Yeah,
boring
her-
as fuck.
Actually, now that you mention it, I think the fact that Clint Barton was like, what he was what's his name, Rogue, whatever, what was
Ronan.
Ronan. He's like, you can't put on that suit. It attracts like the worst of the worst, and then the track suits come out.
It's supposed to be the worst.
Like, bro, like, Now that you say that, I mean Kingpin. Okay, like I would expect that, but you know they didn't give Kingpin justice. But like the first, you know, villains are fucking the tracksuits. The guys driving like a. I don't even know, dude. They were just.
Well, and then what was the point
They
of
just had
having
like
like
stupid
the
jokes, right? Like when the tracksuit guy would just talk to Kate Bishop and like ask her for help on stuff. Like, okay,
His
this was
marriage.
obviously like for his marriage or whatever. Like, I was like, this is dumb humor. Like, this is not funny. This is
I
just
was
like
laughing because of
yeah,
how
but it's like
stupid
it was
was.
like yeah, because of how stupid it was, not because it was actually like realistic humor. Like it was more like you were laughing at them for being dumb enough to write that in. You know, like I feel like whoever wrote Hawkeye, they just didn't know how to do humor. So
Dude,
instead,
they
they
were
did
just
some like
catering to me, bro.
Dude, you know what
okay, maybe.
you know what I
Maybe.
will say is I've never felt like a fucking college girl until watching that. Like the way they film it from her perspective, you really do get enveloped into Kate's world. Like everything, like how she feels about Jack. Like just like he'll just have like moments where he'll just like look into the camera, like, and you kind of get like her perspective of like how she sees him as like this creepy dude. I don't know, like I think they did a good job on that. Like I feel like filmography wise, you felt like Kate Bishop like trying really hard. You saw her like you saw that she has skill, but sometimes skill isn't enough. You need to have will.
Rick arrows. Whoa.
I also would have loved if like Hawkeye just shoots an arrow at Fisk and like Fisk just like either catches it or just fucking like it just goes inside of him. He rips
No,
it out of
usually-
himself. Just
Usually it would just bounce off.
Yeah, it
What?
would just bounce off, right?
Yeah,
Like,
no, because he has
he has like a bulletproof suit. Yeah.
yeah, a flat like it's like light material, but it's bulletproof. So like knives and stuff don't affect him. He just literally brutally murders you.
Yeah, come on, like a guy like that, he's basically a tank.
He
Gets
literally
beaten up
is
by
a tank.
girl who's like literally three times less his weight, and she does it by accident too. It's not even like she does it like with skill. Like if she like jumped around him and like I honestly I don't see how she would win. Like I legitimately don't. I don't even think Hawkeye could beat him. Like honestly, I think
No.
head to head,
yeah.
Nope.
like
They would-
Fisk
Well, that's
would
why
beat the
Hawkeye
shit
was
out
scared of
Hawkeye.
him. That's why Clint
Yes,
was like,
and
I'm not
then
trying
how
to.
does Kate win?
Well, she doesn't win. She just technically distracts and like does a diversion and
is it-
escapes.
He gets run over, right? Or
No.
No, but then she
imagining that.
drops like the whole building on him or something, right? With the
Yeah,
exploding
I mean,
arrow.
but
Oh, that's
technically
what
she
that
still
was, yeah.
doesn't win. She just diverts and runs away.
yeah, logically, I
She
think
gets away.
hit.
Did she win? No. Because then
Yeah,
Echo
but, like,
shoots,
I'm just-
supposedly, shoots him later.
It's just like no, but he was like madly damaged after that. Like, come on, like he barely walked out of.
Wait,
that,
didn't
too,
she
himself.
like electrocute him? Wasn't that the point? She like set up like electrocution.
Well, she did a bunch of things to him. Like she hit
Yeah.
him with like exploding arrows and stuff. But like logically, he would have just killed her before she got off any of those things, right?
Hmm.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
It's the
one-
same thing with Hawkeye, right? Hawkeye would never win against Fisk
Did you like that
unless
the
he maybe
mom?
sniped him down.
Did you like that the mom
Oh, the
was
mom
the villain
twist.
for a
The mom
once?
twist was good. That was good.
That was fine.
I really
But
did.
I don't understand.
I thought the
the
character,
husband.
the Eleanor Bishop character, was whack.
But I did like that she was the villain and not Jack, even though Jack was like sus the whole time.
Jack is fucking
But maybe-
creepy.
Jack is.
I was like,
But-
I was so
no, I
like his
uncomfortable the whole time.
mustache.
No,
That's
I
what I'm
always,
saying,
I always
like-
felt like he was too nice to be good, but then it turns out he isn't bad, which was weird, right? Like he always was like just goes along with everything, which is usually what the bad guy does, right? Like when a bad person is accused, they're just like, oh, it's okay, we'll sort this out, blah blah blah. But like that's what he does too, and he's not even the villain.
Yeah, he's
I
just
just-
super weird.
It just didn't make sense.
No, I think like even like all the times Kate would be like in a like very bad or like I guess I don't know tense situation, they did a really good job of like putting the camera on like focusing on like her being like stressed out, and like Haley Steinfeld did a really good acting job in this. I just think the way they wrote Kate, I don't like it. Like I guess my next question is like, do you guys think Kate can carry Clint Barton as new Hawkeye? And like I just never felt like she was Hawkeye level of like, because Hawkeye's done some fucked up shit. That's the point.
Yeah,
like
but
he did. He
she's
was.
still they purposely have her being young, right? So she
Yeah,
has
yeah,
time
but
to
like
learn.
No, like he
Hawkeye-
means
No,
like
but he-
murder people and shit.
Like, do
Yeah,
you think
like,
she's gonna become dark?
I just don't think
basically?
she has the
Oh,
personality to be a Hawkeye.
Like before
Well,
that,
something-
Hawkeye
she
was
ha-
in Shield.
They
The thing- I feel
the
like-
whole show they show that she can have the skill of Hawkeye. She can shoot the bow and arrow. She's really good. That's the point. Like she has all the like what she needs to do, but who she is, it doesn't feel like she's like edgy enough to like start just fucking like
maybe
shooting
she's a new
arrows and
Hawkeye.
killing people. I don't know.
Maybe she's not gonna be a
You know,
killer.
I agree with Hannah. She needs to go through some trauma, and that's what I thought.
No, she's not.
That's why I thought.
She's not saying she's gone through trauma.
No,
she's saying
she's going to. She needs
no.
to go.
She's not saying
like,
that.
change.
She's saying she's gone through trauma.
Oh, well,
Like
no,
she
I
already
think,
is traumatized. I don't think she's.
No, I don't think so. I
Oh.
think
Not really.
she's going to be.
She has like
but
she has like a little bit.
I don't know. I just always thought of like Black Widow and Hawkeye being like assassins in like Budapest or something, right?
Yes.
And like
Mm-hmm.
they've worked for Shield. They have all these trainings of how to actually kill someone.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what Justin's saying is that she doesn't have that. She's good at being an archer. Like sure, she has all her gold medals and she can shoot a bow and so many different things. She's smart, sure, and she has some moves, but
Yes.
she's never gonna have the possibility of actually killing someone.
I don't know about never. Maybe.
Yeah, I
At
don't
least
know.
not
like,
for a long time.
No, I think the
But
thing
she also
was that
doesn't have the personality for it too.
Yeah,
Haley
She wasn't in it.
Steinfeld is not the right person to play a dark.
I thought she
like,
was
Hawkeye
fine.
version.
I think they just wrote her weird. I think yes, on paper, Hannah, it makes sense that she has gone through trauma, but the way she acts about the trauma is different than like someone who's like, I will fucking kill you for my country.
Isn't she basically
One
like
night
for a
happy-go-lucky?
mission, like,
she's just,
I just
she
feel like she
literally
doesn't.
just cares about Pizza Dog. Yeah.
She doesn't even want to kill
It should have been
Fisk.
Miley Cyrus.
Like she doesn't
It
even
should've
want to
been
kill
Miley Cyrus.
Fisk. That's the point. Is like,
It
I don't
should have
know.
been Miley Cyrus. Shut the fuck up. It should have been Miley Cyrus.
Okay. All I'm gonna say is like I just don't think she has like I don't know. It's just there's a certain it factor you need as a fucking agent of Shield, like motherfucker who could just execute on sight. And like Clint, like the whole point is like they humanized him, that he has like a family at home. And like a lot of this was adding more to that humanization. But at the end of the day, Clint Barton was
Welcome,
the
I
fucking
got
Ronin.
you.
And even
Yeah.
before he was the Ronin, he was still killing people on sight. Like, that's the point. He's extremely lethal, extremely dangerous. Kate,
Okay, I have a-
extremely
I have a
lethal, but
question.
she doesn't have like that dangerous,
Mm,
like Black
I wouldn't
Widow.
say lethal. I'd say accurate, precise,
Yeah, she's not
consistent,
lethal.
but she's not
not-
lethal or dangerous.
She's not a killer, right?
She isn't.
Yeah.
Maybe that's
Okay,
where
wait.
they're going with it.
I have a question. Do
They
you
wanted to.
think that they should have killed Hawkeye off instead of Black Widow?
No.
No, really? I think I would have much rather seen Black Widow survive.
I think Black
reason
Widow was
being-
more surprising. And it was like a huge shock factor when I watched it. Because I was like,
It was a
oh.
good shock.
I was like,
factor,
oh,
but,
they're definitely killing Hawkeye.
I
Like
feel like
100%.
Hawkeye didn't have much of an arc left. I mean, he had this whole Ronin thing, but I feel like Black Widow is the character that was going to be more interesting.
Yeah,
I think, and I wanted to see more of her, and I actually feel like it would have been interesting to see her lead the Avengers in the future too, because she led them during Endgame, and like I think she could have continued to do it. She could have been like the new Cap basically, because she essentially was like the center, you know, like in Endgame, she was basically the person keeping the team together, and that's kind of what Cap used to do too, right? And I feel like she had the right vibe. And Hawkeye just doesn't have that. He's just kind of a loner that does his own thing.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, he's just a really boring character, I feel. Like he's just not like I think Hawkeye is Black Widow is much more interesting. And sure, they messed up with their whole movie, but I feel like part of that the reason that movie was so bad was because they had already killed her off, so like it had zero consequence.
Mhm.
Except
Yeah, I mean,
to like
it was also delayed so many times. Was the
Yeah.
thing.
yeah, but in
But-
any case, it was gonna come out after Endgame, so it was always gonna be bad.
I would disagree with you. I'd say I was glad they, killed her off rather than Hawkeye. Though I do think that Hawkeye should have probably retired and they shouldn't have done like someone trying to take over his mantle. He should just be retired. But yeah, like with Eleanor or not Eleanor, fucking
Yelena? Yeah.
Yelena, fuck. Coming in, you can't have two Black Widows
Yeah.
I don't think they
in
needed
in the
Yelena.
Marvel.
That was the whole thing. I think they don't really need her because Black Widow herself was a very interesting and cool character. She was already badass,
Well, I
and all
think
they
the
needed
whole
was to just kind of expose her.
well, the
like,
whole
what
point
she
is
would
there's
do.
100 Black Widows, and it's always been
Yeah.
like that. The
yeah,
whole
but I
Black
don't
Widow
think
network.
Yelena is as good. Like I feel like I don't know. I don't think I like Florence Pugh's Black Widow that much, to be honest. I mean, part of it was ruined by this, like in general. But I feel like ScarJo
her
does
eating
a
mac
really
and
good
cheese
Black
killed
Widow.
it. You're right.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah,
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I would have probably retired. You know, Hawkeye maybe comes out every once in a while or something. You know, because he's in retirement with his family.
I
or
mean,
something.
he's kind of gonna become an old man at some point,
Yeah,
right?
I have a feeling. I
How
have a
long are
feeling
you
he's
gonna be
gonna
shooting
die.
arrows?
I have a feeling he's
Yeah.
gonna be the one to mentor Kate, and then at a crucial moment, he's gonna die in front of her.
Is that when she
Something like that.
snaps? I want her to
That's when
snap.
she
I want her
snaps.
to snap.
Yeah,
That's what
she's gonna change.
Wait,
she's-
it's gotta be a brutal.
She's
thing.
gonna
she's
she's
like
gonna have
right
her
in
own
front of
version
her.
of.
and it needs to be her
but
fault. It needs to be her fault
Yeah.
that Clint
Yeah.
dies. She's
Watch,
gonna
Yeah.
it's
snap.
gonna be Hawk. It's gonna be Fisk too. Fisk is gonna fuck him up. No, I know
Oh.
him.
I'd be
That's what
kind
I'm
of
just saying.
down. Wait, what if he brutally murders Hawkeye right in front of her or something like that?
That's
Because
what I thought was
she
gonna
like
happen.
because she wasn't able to make like some key decision that he told her to do or something like that.
I don't know. Like I
Like
just
he's like
don't.
go for the kill or something like that.
I just don't like how like Marvel has a good thing going right now in that it doesn't try to be like Batman in the fact that like Batman's like I refuse to kill. Like the fact is a lot of these MCU characters have been killing this whole time. And like
they just
they're-
don't show it explicitly.
They're just useless like characters that you don't care about, like random army whatever. But like the fact that they're emphasizing that Kate doesn't want to kill in a world where killing is so common is interesting.
I also really like the small part where you kind of get a little bit of what how Barton's met his wife. You know how she was apparently a significant part of.
Oh, she's a
Shield.
Mockingbird. She's Mockingbird, right?
What's Mockingbird? I don't know that.
Oh, they have a version of her in Agents of Shield. She's an important character. I don't know exactly what her powers are, but remember, because the Watch, like she's actually an agent herself, right?
Right.
So I thought that was pretty cool.
That's
like,
how
that
they
kinda
met,
just
right?
teased that.
Yeah, they met.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it would have been nice to maybe like not just leave that as a teaser. Like I hope they expand on that at some point.
Mhm.
Otherwise, like, what was the point of like even revealing that? Like, who cares unless there is a point to that whole
Yep.
thing?
Cool.
Yeah.
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 Mm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mm.
All right, guys. I guess that's it. Do you want to open it up to Q&A to the chat? Wrap it up? We like to do some Q&As towards the end of the show.
Oh,
Invincible?
Invincible, amazing.
I love that
Amazing.
show.
Okay, I guarantee you this thing, okay? You watch the first episode, by the end of the first episode, you will actually get hooked. Like literally what J Ray said. 100%.
Dude, no,
Amazing.
you gotta watch the whole thing. It's insane.
Just watch the first episode. You will want to know what happens after that.
What? The first episode of what?
Invincible.
Oh yeah, that's a good show.
It's a good fight.
Have you guys been watching The Boys Diabolical?
I have not.
What?
It's
No.
kind of
Wait, what
dumb,
is
to
that?
be
What is
honest.
that?
It's really stupid. So basically, they made some animated shorts of The Boys.
Mhm.
It's just a bunch of random storylines, but it's basically just gore porn, like literally.
Yeah.
Like the second episode is just a bunch of kids who got Complex V, which makes them have superpowers, but they were unwanted because they had stupid powers. Like one guy, he literally just becomes a pool that's the Mexican flag.
What?
No, I'm really hyped for The Boys season 3 though. That's
But
like
no.
really
But the Boys, the shorts are just kind of stupid. The only one that I think was kind of good. There's two. One was where Butcher basically gets this guy to give this one like superhero drugs to try to kill a Homelander, and he ends up just doing some crazy shit. But again, they're just all pointless. Like they're kind of just
Yeah.
random. So you can kind of just watch it if you're bored. But they're like 15 minutes each.
they're on
The
this
the
thing.
other
It's
one
like,
that was kind of interesting was the last episode. I skipped most of them because they're kind of stupid. But the last one was interesting because it was kind of like Homelander's backstory a little bit. Like why he's kind of whack and crazy like that, and like some interaction with him and Black Noir.
yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, so it's like it's
Also,
what
yeah,
if about to
watch
tie together.
Invincible. Yeah, no, this one is just kind of random. Like it just goes nuts. Like the second episode, holy shit, there's just so much gore. It's insane. Like,
Well, it's like the thing I
Yeah.
liked about The Boys, like the main show, is that you always know that someone's gonna get fucked up, but you never know when, and you never know how it's gonna
yeah.
happen. I feel like if you're
Oh
just gonna
man.
make a show that completely revolves around that, like the cartoon, then it's just not that interesting.
Yeah, the cartoon's not that good, to be honest. I did like in The Boys how, like, in literally the first episode, like, he's
No,
talking to his
yeah.
girlfriend.
The
And then
Amazon
boom.
superhero shows are insane. They're so fucking good.
Yeah.
What do you guys think is your favorite superhero show? I mean, we could talk about Flash season 1 if Zodi is paying attention.
I'm sure
season one.
Zodi's is
Well,
Daredevil.
I kind of need to go pretty soon. So
All right,
like,
season 1, The Flash, pretty solid. But I'd
Yeah.
say for mine, I really like Gotham. The drama of it is nice.
Gotham. Is
oh,
really
that's
good.
what I was gonna say. I think
Gotham was pretty good.
The Joker in Gotham.
Oh, the
is
Joker
probably my
arc.
favorite.
Oh, that
The
was
first
good.
Joker in
Jeremy
Gotham.
and Jeremiah. Oh,
No,
Jeremy.
just Jerome. Jeremiah's swag.
Jerome. Wait,
Yeah.
Jerome and
His
Jeremiah.
face.
Yeah,
He
it was
staples
Jerome.
his face back on, right?
Yeah, that's
Is
what
that
makes
him?
it
Yeah.
even more ridiculous.
That
yeah.
was-
That's
crazy,
why I
yeah.
loved that, dude. He was
That was-
so fucking awesome as a
That's
Joker.
Zodia,
Peacemaker
you
was-
watch Peacemaker,
Peacemaker
right?
was just basically comedy.
Yeah, I watched
It was comedy. It was
Peacemaker.
pretty
Is
funny.
it good?
I liked it.
Yeah, it's good. I like
I
that.
It's
gotta
just
watch
it's
it.
just
I
comedy. They
like
don't really care about
Vigilante.
like having a story.
Can
Yeah,
John
I like
Cena really
Vigilante,
carry
yeah.
a show?
Vigilante,
he did.
no, his wingman, Vigilante
So
is the
stupid.
funniest guy ever.
So-
I
Like, I
just,
agree. Vigilante is
I
hilarious.
literally
I
just
love him.
die of laughter.
Wait, the whole
like,
toe scene? Oh man.
yeah.
All right,
That
maybe I
was so
should watch
good.
it then. Jesus, you guys
Wait,
are
okay.
saying
so
it's
the
that
thing with
good.
Peacemaker-
No,
Watch
I
it,
thought
Justin.
it.
The
I
thing
thought it
with
was good.
Peacemaker
I
is
really thought it
it's
was good.
actually just a comedy show, really. Like, it's just dark comedy.
Yeah,
there's
it's
no real,
really
like,
dark
point to
comedy.
He's the publicity agent. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Chinese
Communist
Uh,
party.
and the walk.
Yeah, Isaac, we'll watch Peacemaker together. I gotta go watch the Invincible show and also The Boys.
Oh,
probably.
dude. Oh my. Well,
And
I don't know.
guys-
if
those
you
are-
like
You guys
those are
said
all
I don't-
you guys said Umbrella Academy was good, and then you guys backtracked.
No, season 1 was good. Season 2 was.
Season 1 was good. Season 2 was meh. Yeah.
Yeah, the thing about the Amazon hero shows, Justin, is they're very, very violent, like super gory.
I'm
Yeah,
fine
I don't know
with
if you
that.
can
I don't
handle
really
it,
mind.
buddy.
Okay,
I
well
don't know
then,
if you're. I don't know if you're
you can
delicate.
get-
sensitive
No.
enough
If you
to
can,
handle it.
if
Like,
you can
not-
get past how ridiculous it is,
the more-
like, you'll enjoy the show.
It's
Like
if
they're
the
more
gore
gory than Daredevil.
if the
Wait,
gore
no, yeah.
feels real, I don't like it. Like Parasite with like a
Oh.
like a person bleeding out on the floor. Like it was too
Well,
real for me.
But
But
the
like
thing is, like, just
But
think
like
about
gore in Suicide Squad 2, like it was just a joke. I don't know if that makes sense.
No,
like
man.
the more
I don't-
fake it
No,
feels.
dude, it's so scary because Homelander is basically just
yeah,
Superman.
he's Superman, but
He's-
like he
he's
doesn't
evil
give a fuck.
Superman.
so he can literally just
Evil-
rip you apart with his like 2 fingers.
Yeah.
So it's,
Yeah, I know the concept. I'm just saying, like, is it more gore like Suicide Squad 2, or is it gore like more realistic? I
it's
don't
very
know.
realistic.
It's
very
more realistic.
Oh,
And
fuck.
Invincible, because they're animated, they can kind of go even crazier.
Yeah,
Like, I would
But-
say episode
but-
8 is probably one of the most gory things I've ever seen.
But it's cartoon,
kind of
so
insane.
that
Yeah.
doesn't,
It was cartoon,
that doesn't
so it
really
was fine.
bother you.
yeah,
like-
but like
Yeah,
if
I'm
you think
just saying-
about it,
But
it kind
The
of
Boys-
like yeah.
the first
The
scene of
Boys.
The Boys, the first scene of The Boys really shows you how crazy that shit
Oh yeah,
is.
they don't. Like, you know, after you see that first episode, that they're not messing around. Like, it's serious. You know, you'll see.
Yeah, you will.
Uh,
You will see, buddy.
You will see, buddy.
Z, is there anything you
Yeah.
want to say before you head out?
Peace.
All right. That's it?
thanks for showing up. Thanks for showing up,
guess.
Zadia.
All right.
Thanks
You
for,
know,
thanks for
time
forgetting about
zones.
daylight
Time zones are
savings and how it
difficult.
works.
Time zones are very difficult.
All right. Bye, Z.
Bye.
And switching over to the 3-View podcast. Look at that. We got freaking production value in this shit. We can keep
Now
going.
we're
Any more
finally back to
questions?
The original.
Yeah,
I
this was
think,
supposed to be the original podcast, but we added
Wait,
Z
chat,
last
chat.
minute.
Ask
Lisa
Justin a
said
question for me.
Lisa said she didn't hear our take on What If, and she wanted
Oh,
to hear it.
Lisa, you're gonna have to just watch the pod. There's a lot to unravel there.
There was a lot. Yeah, there was a lot there. Wait, does anyone want to ask Justin about a skincare routine though? Like,
Fuck
actually?
the skincare routine. Fuck you guys.
J-Riz, do it. Do it for the boys.
No, we don't need to ask that question all the time. Why isn't Z on stream? Because Z has to go.
He literally just left.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we're gonna continue the podcast just a little bit longer. Wait, Murtaza, how's school going? You left. How's it going?
Yeah. It's going great. Yeah, back in Pittsburgh. Yeah, we actually just had probably our last snow of the season. There was like a heavy storm over the weekend. Like, I mean, not super heavy, like, but it was decent. Like, there was about like half foot of snow. That was nice. Yeah, looking forward to spring now, and then yeah, just chilling. Actually today I had a couple friends over for Pie Day. We just had a bunch of pie. It was great. Or like
I
basically
do have to
super
roast
nerdy,
you a
but
little
yeah.
bit though.
Oh yeah, on
You
what?
need to learn how to decorate your room, dude. Because
Oh yeah,
not
yeah.
only
I haven't.
the
I've been
last
kinda
time
lazy
you were
about
on the
it, to be honest.
podcast, you had an all-white room, and now,
Wait, are you kidding me? No, what? Wait,
I
last
mean,
time
at
I was
least
on
on camera,
I was
it
at
was mostly all
I was
white,
at
and
home.
yes, and it was all
I
white,
had
and
a
what do you
bunch
have
of
right
stuff on
now?
my
A
wall.
background of all white, okay?
Wait, okay,
Man,
This
chat.
is like not
decorate
even a
your
permanent
the
goddamn
house.
room.
stream.
I don't know.
Check the stream last time. All
No,
right.
nope.
I had a bunch of stuff on my wall. This is the wall I have in the Bay Area at home. Like I had a bunch of stuff there. All right,
Nope.
Justin. Maybe I
Nope.
need to get you over so that you can see it for yourself. I have
Dude,
plenty.
if
Of
I
stuff,
visit
all right?
you and I see this room with white walls, white ceiling, white, just I can't, man.
Yo, man, I don't have time, man.
Oh wait,
It's
they're
a lot of
asking
work.
what's our favorite pie.
Pumpkin.
Wait, Isaac also has a white background, and you're
What are you
roasting
talking
me.
about?
Yeah,
Look
but
at his background.
That's
It's
just my
literally all
door.
white.
I have my
Yeah,
walls
but
are.
why do you
Yeah,
have a
but-
white door, huh?
yeah,
My-
no. I mean, look, man. I've seen Isaac's room, so I know it's more decorated than your clown ass
Yeah,
room.
Get fucking railed.
Well, I haven't
Idiot.
decorated this apartment.
Yeah, I
because
know. Yeah,
I wasn't-
clearly. So clearly you have
I
no
wasn't
defense.
sure I was gonna be
Yeah.
staying here, but now that I have, I will
You know,
start
Murtaza, I was
decorating.
gonna defend
all right?
you, but now that you're turning on
Yeah,
me,
go to Japantown, grab some premium League of Legends collages. Come on, man.
Why
You know what?
on
I'm
his
just gonna
shirt?
put
Fuck
pictures
that
of
shit.
Justin, but like not the Justin we see here, but like the old man Justin.
We don't need
That's what
that
is
one. We don't need Boomston.
That's his Venmo
Boomston.
picture. The Boomston.
No,
I'm just gonna put
technically,
Boomston all over my
right
walls.
now I'm Rockstar Justin, but you know.
Justin, I love how you think that putting random shit in the background of your room makes you have a personality, bro.
It does. Clearly.
I
Dude,
think it's just
you know,
I think it's just trying to compensate for something.
Yeah, compensating for the fact that I don't want a white vanilla ass room. Anyway, best pie is apple with French vanilla ice cream on top.
No. Wrong.
Actually, I kind of second that. to be
Apple
honest.
pie
No,
a la mode,
apple
baby.
pie-
A
pumpkin
la
pie is the
mode.
I agree.
Pumpkin pie with extra whipped
Pumpkin
cream
pie.
is a
That's-
close second.
That
Close
is
second.
very, very. That's my favorite.
Lots of whipped cream though. Lots of whipped cream.
I'd say so. I actually today had strawberry pie, which I never had before. I kind of liked it. It was interesting.
Yes, no, apple pie is gross.
No, apple
It's
pie is
not.
good.
It's
too.
not gross. Like it's not like I won't eat it, but it's mid.
I can't
Wait,
try
oh,
pecan.
okay.
I recently tried cherry for the first time. It was okay. I don't know. I wasn't like
Strawberry is sleeper, dude.
strawberry
Strawberry's
pie.
pretty good.
I've never
I
had
have not
that.
had
Yeah.
strawberry.
One of my friends just picked it up, and we were
Dude,
like, okay, we'll try it.
Have
It
you
was
had
actually
like
pretty
those
good.
double cream blueberry ones? Or like the coconut
No.
double creams? Those are pretty
No.
good.
I
It's
don't
a
like
little
coconut, though,
it's
to
a
be
little
honest.
decadent for me, but it's pretty good. Like a few bites. Pretty solid. Wait, cheesecake or regular cake?
Cheesecake.
Cheesecake, I think.
Yeah, cheesecake. Okay.
Tuxedo cake.
I mean,
Actually, I
hey,
like
hey,
tuxedo
look,
cake,
man.
too.
As long as we're all on the same page, that's all that matters. We're not here to have opinions. We're only here to agree.
All
Am I right,
all
guys?
Cake or cupcake?
Snowflake. Wait, what?
Cake.
Snowflake.
Wait.
Snowflake.
Neither, to be honest. I just don't like the taste of a sponge in my mouth.
There's different types of cakes though. Like there's so many different.
I mean, pancakes.
The ones that aren't spongy.
Pancakes. I like
I
ice
don't
cream
like
cake,
that.
to be honest. Ice cream cake is really good. Like
yeah, but
Cold Stone
I
ice
like
cream
I
cake.
can pick out the ice cream and remove the cake. Honestly, you know what I hate most about cake though? I hate the frosting.
Wait, the
Strawberries-
frosting
okay.
is the only part that's good,
Dude,
bro.
Lisa, strawberry short
It's
pie is so
frosting.
fucking good.
It's frosting. Ooh, you know what's the best cake I've ever had though? Two are really good. Guava cake and the best cake I've ever had, banana bread as a cake. That was fire. Cream cheese frosting instead of like that super fake artificial
speaking
Safeway
of cake,
shit.
Speaking of cake, today I had Ben and Jerry's dirt cake ice cream. That was actually really
On
good.
Pi Day, you had a
Like,
dirt cake ice cream.
my friend just brought it. All right, he just brought a bunch
Sounds
of
like
random
you're
stuff.
just-
Like we had
Sounds
we had
like you
vanilla
just.
ice cream, we had apple pie, we had strawberry pie, we had some chicken pot pie.
You
Dude,
know
it
what
was
it?
just
You know
pies.
what it sounds
Nice.
like? It sounds like you were living a fucking like 8-year-old's like wet dream, just
You know
jamming
what?
out to the fucking
There was
cake
5
and the
of us,
sugar and the
we all
sweets.
were.
Okay.
Why do you think I have so much energy
Do
right
you have
now? All right? Why do you think I'm yelling so loudly?
Do you have leftovers?
Actually, I do. We're gonna have it again.
Oh God,
We literally have like a whole pie left over.
dude, you better start taking laps at the swimming pool, man. Hit that
It's
6.
okay. I worked out. I worked out this morning. It's all good. It evens out. You know?
You better
It's
swim
not like it was
1600.
like 1,000 calories or something. You know,
I don't
no
want to
worries.
hear that, man. That is makes me sick. Isaac,
Bro, I think honestly, the chicken pot pies were probably more calories.
Then
Like
what?
they're just all
More
cream and
calories than
butter,
what?
like than the other normal pies. Like I think I checked the amount. Like it was insane. Like
Yeah.
the chicken pot pies are very high calorie dense. Like small, tiny ones too.
yeah, I mean it's not the best
Insane.
food. Wait, I have a question. We've done
Yeah.
like a lot of food podcasts on this channel, or like most of the time we just talk about fucking food. What is your favorite flavor? This is a weird question, but like, or like flavors. I feel like Murtaza's probably gonna be like spicy, savory, sweet, or something like that.
Oh, you mean like in terms of that classification?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say that exactly. Yeah, but like not together, like separately. Yeah.
Yikes.
Also,
Definitely spicy.
I think. Yeah, not like spicy hot though. Like spicy as in full of flavorful. You know, like I think people sometimes combine those two in their heads and then they get it wrong. But when you say spicy, you don't mean like a ton of chili or something. You know, like you mean a lot of flavors. You know, like you have different types of spices. I mean, for Indian spices, there's like cardamom. There's like different types of masalas. There's different types of there's like paprika. There's other things. There's like a bunch of things that you can add in to the cuisine, which makes it very flavorful and rich. So that's what I mean by spicy when I at least say it. So that's what I like. And then yeah, definitely savory. And I have a massive sweet tooth, so sweet, definitely.
I was gonna say savory, probably my second, close second.
I'd say honestly, for me, I've thought about this long and hard. For me, it's creamy. If something's creamy, it's fire.
Creamy.
Yeah, like cheesy foods. I don't know. Like some of my favorite foods just like are like clam chowder.
Yeah,
There's
creamy
stuff like
isn't
that.
really a flavor though.
It is.
It's
It
like-
is though.
It's
Like
actually
you're
a
wrong
lack of
though.
flavor.
You're wrong though.
Wait, creamy is a texture. Creamy is a
No,
texture.
it's a taste.
Cream.
It's like
It's a
heavy-
texture, bro.
No, it's not. It's not.
Okay,
I guess
I
like
have a question for you.
just
I have a question for you.
dairy-based things maybe, but
Does hot water taste the same as cold water?
No, it's wrong.
I technically yes, but not
no.
really. Like it doesn't feel the same. It doesn't really make me feel like I'm drinking water.
Also, who has hot water? Like,
No,
Yeah.
people
By
drink hot
itself,
water.
by
actually.
itself.
Yeah,
But
I
why?
mean I know they
Why by
do,
itself?
but like
if it's
Oh,
like
and
with
for health
tea,
reasons and stuff.
for tea and stuff, but
No, actually, health reasons too. I think people argue. Some people, I don't know. I don't know if I buy into this, but like people argue that hot water is like, or not even hot, but like warm water is like more healthy than cold water. I don't really understand why.
it's for
the
digestion.
temperature of the
yeah.
water.
digestion.
Yeah, maybe something like that. But yeah, definitely for me, like cold water
Yeah, I
tastes
mean-
much better.
Iced coffee just beats hot coffee.
Okay,
I'm
hot
just-
take. I don't like coffee.
Yeah, I don't
mean,
like coffee.
I don't
either.
drink coffee all the time, but
Yeah.
I don't like the taste. It's too bitter.
Ah,
I'm much more of
coffee.
a sweet tooth. Like at best, I would drink like a mocha, like with like heavy chocolate. Like just not even like any coffee really. Yeah. So
Wait, so
Yeah.
recently I started cooking with paneer at home, and T
Oh, yeah?
was like, "Nah, she didn't like it." I thought, dude, if you had to choose between paneer and tofu, like, we're all going paneer, right? Like, it's pretty obvious.
I don't think everyone has had paneer.
Wait, what is paneer?
It's
I don't understand.
paneer is
It's
like
basically a cheese.
it's cheese,
cheese.
Isaac, but like
Yeah.
it. I would almost say it has very little flavor, and it almost tastes like it has the same protein and feel of chicken. It doesn't taste like chicken, but it's very close.
Wait, so it's cheese.
Really, I don't
But
think
it's,
it's
like,
feels
high-
it. It's much softer than chicken.
It's
though.
way closer to chicken than frickin' tofu is, and people use tofu as a chicken replacement.
Yeah, but tofu's got it's high in protein.
But paneer definitely tastes like a cheese, though. You can tell.
Well, yeah, but it doesn't have like the saltiness of cheese typically. Like I feel like when I think of cheese, I think of like super salty. Besides like mozzarella, it's almost like mozzarella, Isaac, but
It's
like
also
even
not as
less
heavy,
taste.
which is nice.
Mm.
It's not. It doesn't go down heavy. You know, like normal.
Yeah,
cheese.
but it is thick
Yeah.
and dense. Like so, it has like that kind of chicken. Like you cube it, you know.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
tofu's
it's
pretty
fire.
light.
I don't know. I feel like I can't have tofu ever, unless it's like
Damn.
with like good sauce or
Converted by
fried,
the
Yeah,
Indian.
no,
or
tofu by
fried
itself
tofu.
is
Like
just-
tofu's whack, dude.
Yeah.
Trying
Even
to
fried. It's
no
just,
fried tofu's
eh.
good. I think if like you have like good sauce, or like it's
Yeah,
a-
but that's the sauce that carries it.
yeah, it's
Like,
true. But if it's a dish that's meant to be tofu, then that's one thing. But if you're using tofu as like, oh, I want to have like a Caesar salad but no chicken, and I just throw tofu in it, like fuck you. That shit's fucked. Anyway,
I could agree with that.
anyway, that's probably we're hitting about an hour and a half. You guys have any like finishing thoughts you want to share? Anything crazy going on you want to share with the chat?
Wanda Vision is shit.
Fuck you.
What if best show?
Whack.
Agreed. 100%.
Mid takes.
100%. Wanda is dog.
What did you guys think of doing it with 4 people? I felt like maybe if we do 4 people, we're gonna have to shoot for a longer podcast. I felt like
I was
it
gonna
was
say,
Wait, I
hard.
thought it was kind of fun.
It keeps
Honestly,
the
I liked
content
it.
going. I feel like
Yeah.
there's no
Yeah.
downtime.
Yeah, but we need
I
like
think 3 people, it's like it goes silent every once in a while, you know?
damn. That
Yeah.
hurts. I did like the 4. I just felt like we were running out of time. Like, you know, I like to have a little bit of like just a little decompressed Q&A at the end, you know, just wrap it up, put a little bow on it.
Unnecessary.
No, you're unnecessary. Anyway, I see the
Justin, let's be honest. You don't even know how you're doing this thing, all right?
I'll be
You know what?
honest. There's a.
We'll
I
make it for
appreciate anyone watching because I could tell like the viewership for this episode's actually been really high, but there's like a lot of lurkers, no chatters. So don't worry. Hopefully next time you guys can be a little less shy. Feel free to just drop by, say what's up in chat sometime. It's chill. I swear to God, it's not that scary in here.
No. Have
Now-
a hot take. Make it interesting.
What? Oh, you want a hot take?
No. I'm just saying for the chat. Just say something. Say something with a hot take.
Oh,
Fucking.
What's up? What a take. What a take.
yes. But I guess that's what we're gonna call it, guys. So everyone wave to the camera and call it good. Bye.
Bye.
Murtaza, you didn't fuck.
Bye-bye.
Okay, we gotta
Thanks
do
for
this
coming.
at the same time.
Oh.
One more
time.
time.
Oh, what?
3,
Justin, you didn't say
2.
There we go.
No. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Murtaza.
Bye.
Fuck.
Bye.
Do it again. 3.
Bye.
No. 3, 2, 1. Bye.
Bye.